I can promise I will be participating in Vlogmas this year. Welcome back to Vlogmas. I always get so excited about this time of year, and I figured I would take you guys through my routine because it has changed a lot since the last time, just because, you know, we're in a different time in our lives, and that means we need different things. So let's get us started. I've been trying to use this instead of using just normal lotion, and this is a body butter that I actually got gifted from Leslie like a couple years ago. Now these past few months I've been really heavily using this because I've been trying to kind of layer my moisturizer on my skin because I naturally have very dry skin, like all over my body, and it's also sensitive too. So I use this as like the first layer of hydration, and then I will go on top of that with the Olay. I have gone through, I think this is like my second one that I've gone through because I just love it so much. It's so hydrating, but as the winter time is coming and my skin has been extra dry, and I feel like I've really been messing around with layering, and I think it's worked a lot. In terms of my face, I haven't been experimenting too much with things. I've been keeping it very simple. I've been using this Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream. I got this as a birthday freebie from, I was supposed to say Starbucks, from freaking Sephora. And it came with the cleanser that I also use. This has been very lightweight feeling on my face. It doesn't really get the job done, so I usually will layer this on top of this Dove Beauty Cream for face and body. And this is in a scent Rose, and this is what it looks like, and I would highly recommend buying this. Like, it smells so good and I absolutely love it. And it's just like a little peel back thing, and it's so small, you can literally take it anywhere. I think I've sort of figured out how to kind of like fight all of my problems that I have skin wise while also preventing other things from happening. So for instance, like I said, my skin is naturally very dry. What I used to do back then was because I would associate my face being dry with it needing more products, so I would just put like so much lotion on my face. I feel like because I just added on so much to it, it really made my face extra greasy. And I didn't know this back then, but if your face is oily, that doesn't necessarily translate into it needing less moisture. It actually needs more. I'm just like, I think I'm overdoing it. And it seemed like almost every product that I had, it would do the same thing. Like, it would just make me oily. Even if it's depicted as a lightweight moisturizer, it would still leave my face feeling greasy. And so I think I finally figured out kind of how to fix that. Instead of putting like a quarter size, I would put like just like a little dot. Like, I don't really know how to describe it, just like a dot. And I would rub that between my hands like I used to, but then I would only use one hand, and I would just go like lightly around my face and like any areas that I usually have a lot of oil, which is like my nose, or like right here I usually have a lot of sebaceous filaments. So when I'm washing my face, like those are the areas that I focus more on. But on the rest of my face, I usually just use like my one hand and the only product that it has on that. And then I would usually end up using this if I feel like I need extra for my face. I figured that has actually helped so much. And then I have picked up this once again. This is the eye barrier cream. It's very lightweight. It's not heavy at all. This is like kind of all that I use, and then I'll put it here and like kind of right there. It doesn't say necessarily that it's anti-aging, so I wouldn't recommend this if you're looking for something that's meant to be anti-aging or to tighten wrinkles, but it is very hydrating and very lightweight. So I would still try it out if you're interested. So I've started using this again. Okay, so that is legitimately it for my face. So now I'm going to talk about my hair. I'm currently in the middle of testing out a few different products. Kiara has so kindly given me a lot of new products to try out, and so that's what I've been in the process of doing. This is a shampoo and conditioner, and I've been trying them out, and honestly I feel like it makes my hair so soft. So I'm not sure where you can get these. Kiara, she works at a hair salon, so I'm not sure if these are just only available to salon or if this is something you can buy online. And I also want to mention this product right here. It's the Kevin Murphy Scalp Spa Serum. This has really helped a lot with, bro, I'm using it the wrong way. It's helped a lot with my psoriasis that I have on my hairline and also like on my ears and behind my ears. For the longest time, I did not know what it was. Like, I always just thought like my skin got so dry, but it's not that. It's actually psoriasis. And I also have it like underneath my eyebrows. So usually when I have flare-ups, it flakes up a lot. I've been looking for things that will help combat that. But this, when I tried this out, like, it has been so good at keeping it moisturized so it's not constantly flaking. Like every time if I'm gonna put makeup on or something like that, this spot will usually look dry. I don't know if I've ever actually shown you guys what it looks like up close, but this is what it looks like. All of this right here that's red, even into my hairline. Gosh, this light is making me see how much I need to re-dye my hair again. Also right here is usually where I get a patch. I've just never known what to put there. I've always tried putting lotions on there, and when I was younger, like, I had no idea what psoriasis was until like this year. So before that, my whole life, my brother one time made the comment of saying that my ears look like that because I don't wash them. So I would spend my whole day just like going into the bathroom and washing them because I didn't want people to think that I don't wash my ears, but I don't understand why it just is always like crusting up like that. And I just thought it was because it was so dirty, so I would just wash and wash and wash, and obviously that just dried it out so much more. So eventually I just started wearing my hair down, and I never moved it because like I didn't want people to be like, oh my god, like she didn't clean her ears or she didn't wash her ears, blah blah blah. But that's literally not it. I barely realize now that it is an actual autoimmune disease. And the fact that I have it on my eyebrows too is so inconvenient because when people are always like, oh, you have something on your eyebrow, I spend the whole day just trying to moisturize it, keep it moisturized, because I feel like that's what kind of helps tame it, but it also doesn't like necessarily, it's not like a complete fix, if that makes sense, because this is always going to be there. So I'm definitely still looking for something to help a little bit more on a deeper level, but this is good for just on the surface everyday kind of thing. And so I've been really grateful that this was in there and I had a chance to try it because it's been really good so far. So I'm currently, like I said, trying out a bunch of different products because Kiara bought me like a whole bunch. Like, I swear I've been spoiled. So this is the first one that I was trying out that she gave me. It's the Living Proof Smooth Styling Cream. And I usually put this in my hair as like a curl cream. This is kind of what I've been using instead. Even though I actually have never read the directions. So yeah, I've been using this as a curl cream and I like it as a curl cream, but I had no idea that it was actually like a styling cream as well. So, you know, you learn something every day. I still use this trusty Aussie Miracle Curls Leave-In Detangling Milk. I swear by this. I have never tried something else that I love so much besides this. Like, when I first started my wavy hair journey, this was like one of the first things I bought, and I always struggled so much my whole life trying to fight the tangles in my hair. So when I found this, oh my gosh, I've literally recommended this to my mom because she struggles the same thing. She has so much tangles in her hair. So I feel like if you have so many tangles in your hair, I really recommend this. It's pretty cheap too. and it definitely lasts you a long time. I use this every day. The one that I used to use was this one, Quick Curls by Miss Jessie's, and it's so good. Like this, especially for me because I air dry my hair. Recently, these past few months, I've been trying to blow dry my hair every single time after I shower, whether it's diffusing it or just actually just blow drying it, because I've been struggling a lot with having an oily scalp. And I figured out it's because I shower at night, so after that I would just go straight into bed or just leave it to air dry like this, and then like my roots would get oily because my roots just take longer, the moisture stays there, and so I would end up with oily hair a lot more often. I'm trying out the whole blow drying thing to see if that helps. I definitely noticed a difference, but if you also are into the whole like quick drying, air drying thing, I would definitely try this one out because this one worked really well for my hair. And I really like that it's also lightweight. I have also figured out that I have low porosity hair, so anything that's really heavy I just can't put on my hair. If I have a low porosity hair, I would also recommend this too because it was my go-to before I tried something else. This is a gel that I have always used since I started out. It's the Jelly Soft Curls, again by Miss Jessie's. I feel like she doesn't have a product that misses. I don't always use this. I do use it if I am going to diffuse because I want it to hold up that shape. But if it's kind of like an everyday thing, I don't use it. I would use a mousse. My boyfriend's mom actually put me on to this one. It's the Cantu Wave Whip Curling Mousse. So this has just been really great, and I'm really glad she put me on because that has helped a lot. Okay, when it comes to hair oils, I have been on a journey and trying to find the right one since I think Vlogmas last year. I would say this is more of like a treatment oil than it is rather an everyday kind of oil. Like you can put it on your split ends, you can put it on your scalp, you can put it all over your hair, but it's not really like your go-to everyday hair oil, you know what I mean? I use this because this was kind of like all I had until Kiara once again has blessed me with her heavenly timing, and she gave me this one, which I love so much. This is exactly what my hair needed. It's the Cure Ego Silk Oil. I recently have dyed my hair red. I don't know if you guys can tell. I don't know if you guys can tell or anything. But that's what I was talking about dyeing my hair again, because I dyed it like this dark red. And honestly, I think this might be my go-to color now. I've been very in my curly hair era, so if I'm going to style my hair, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be curly. Like I don't really straighten it like that, so I've really just been curling my hair, whether it's using like a barrel or it's having my already curly hair or blow drying. I have been really big into blow drying my hair and giving myself blowouts this past year. I've been using the Revlon hairstyling tool. I think it's been about 2 years now since I bought that tool, and at first I did use it, but I didn't really like use it. I just kind of experimented with it. This whole year 2024 has mostly just been all blowouts until the middle of the year is when I kind of started to incorporate the actual like curling iron and using that more so than the blowout, because I have noticed with this particular hair tool, and I've also seen other people talk about it, there's a certain like type of hair damage that you get from using this. Obviously I would emphasize using heat protected anytime you're using any kind of heat tool. Honestly, I'm gonna have to insert the video. There's like a bunch of little split ends that like come up all throughout your hair, and that's damage that you get from using this. And I started to see that on my hair once I was like really using this, and I really realized that my ends were starting to look so dry. For me, in my mind, using the Revlon brush instead of like curling my hair or straightening my hair, to me this was kind of like the less heat damage option. So that's why I like really started using this. I was like, oh, I'm just blow drying my hair, right? So it's not really gonna damage my hair, but that's not true at all. You should definitely still be careful with how much you use this because you start to get that damage on your hair. So honestly, when I bought this at first, I felt kind of guilty about that until I realized that Like, I mean, I always knew, like, if you, there's like a little button here and you pull it and you can twist and take this off. So I always knew that you could take this off, but I was like, oh, it's only just for like convenience. If you're gonna go traveling or whatever, you want it to be smaller, you just break it up. But then I realized that this is still a whole hair tool in itself. Yeah, this is a whole hair dryer. So I've just been using this and it works just fine as a hair dryer. And then I'm like, oh my god, I love this. This is like the best $80 I've ever bought, because this is like two hair tools in one. It also, believe it or not, my diffuser, I thought it wouldn't fit on it because it's like usually a lot more thicker and bigger. So I thought my diffuser wouldn't work. But it actually, like, if you push it all the way down, I don't know if I'm just that like naive, but I was so shook that this fits on it. So I can use my diffuser now. At first, when I had brought it here with me, I was like, I don't have a blow dryer there. Like, how am I going to use this? But it literally fits on there. And this is just like, I have never been more happy to own this hair tool. Maybe it's silly for me to be getting that excited about a hair tool, but when it's convenient and it's multi-use, like, oh my gosh, I recommend it. Honestly, you know what? I take back what I said about the hair damage. I think that's worth it. I should just put it out there and say my whole hair care is sponsored by Kiara. I have an honorable mention. I personally have really loved this Vaseline lip balm. I have never felt hydration like this on my lips since buying this. On top of that, it smells like cocoa butter. Like, if you know that Vaseline cocoa butter oil, like, this is exactly what it smells like. And this is I don't even know how long I've had this now. I think since April is when I first bought this. I found this at Walgreens and it was like literally $1. I also wanted to go into some kind of makeup favorites that I have loved over the years. This is the Glow Within Illuminating Powder from ahhhhhhh, of course. It's a highlighter, right? But I feel like it comes out exactly like very skin-like, if that makes sense. When you put it on your skin, like, this is what it comes out looking like. I've been trying to incorporate powders because I want to try to use that less because I just don't like how it looks. So I bought one that was more my skin tone, and then one that's a little bit more lighter to use in brighter areas. So I want to say first of all, there's absolutely no flashback when it comes to using these. Go all out. And the next thing I want to bring up is this little AOA blush. This is in the shade Cherry Blossom. Their Cherry Blossom line is just so good. Like, all the other blushes are so good. The little compacts of eyeshadows, I don't have those, but I do know somebody who has them, and it's just really pretty. Since I have more darker skin, I don't really go for the brighter blushes. I go for the more apricot-y or more darker shades of blush. And this one I think is the perfect kind of like natural flush of color. The last AOA thing that oh my god, I have fallen in love with is this AOA Shadow Saver Eye Primer. But I personally really love this one specific because, again, I just love multi-use things. Not only is it great for putting it on top of your eyelids for an eye primer, but it's also so good to use under the eye as concealer. This has been what I've been using for concealer. It is just so perfect. So I personally really recommend it. This is the Wonder Glitz. It's a glitter gel topper and it's in the shade Moon Glow. I'm sure you guys can definitely see it from there. It's like chunky glitter. Honestly, I feel like because it's so big, I don't really know if it's 100% safe to use on your eyes. So I would definitely use with caution because there are some chunks of like hearts and stars and stuff. But this is what it looks like. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see that. You know, just be careful because it is kind of big. So I feel like if it got into your eye, it would really give you a hard time. This e.l.f. liquid glitter eyeshadow topper. It's like a dupe for the Stila ones. It's so pretty and it shows up. It's like so bright. I wonder if I can swatch it here if you guys will see it. The Power Grip Primer, I mean, come on, you've heard it everywhere. It definitely lives up to its expectations. This product is really good. This NYX Buttermelt Bronzer, I mean, you've seen this. You've seen this all over TikTok, so you know. It lives up to the hype. It is absolutely everything. This is in the shade BMBO2. It smells so good. I love the smell. And when it comes up on my skin, I feel like it pulls a little bit more of a like red brown. It has like hints of red in it, but I think that's just because of my skin tone. But I think it's perfect like that because when you layer a blush on top, it looks pretty seamless here. So I really love it. It's pigmented, it smells great, it's long lasting. Yeah, I would definitely get it, and it's pretty cheap too. I heard the blushes are insanely pigmented and I really want to try one, but that'll have to be for another day. Lastly, I just wanted to add in this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. I have rebought this about like 2 times or 3 times now, since I think 2 years ago when I first tried it out, and I have absolutely loved it so much. And now that I'm getting to the end of it, I'm really debating on whether I should buy another one or try another one, because if I don't like the other one, like I don't really want to waste it, because I love how hydrating it is and how like glowy it makes your face. Yeah, lip products, these are the only 2 that have been in rotation this year. This one is the e.l.f. lipstick in the shade No Regrets, and this is just like my daily use. I personally have naturally brown lips, so I like putting like a red lipstick but not necessarily blending it out all the way. Here, I'll give you an example. I'll stamp the tiniest bit and then rub it in. So it kind of, they look naturally pink. So this is usually what I use every day if I can. You can obviously make it as pigmented as the lipstick is. I just don't do that because my lips are already small, so I've always struggled and felt like lipsticks and things like that, they just make my lips look even smaller. This one was one that I tried new. It's the Super Stay Matte Ink in the shade 340 Exhilarator. I really love how it smells, and this shade is very bright. I did one time use it as it is and I didn't blend it in or anything, and I feel like I really liked how it looked. So this is like the only one that maybe I don't blend out. Yeah, that's gonna be absolutely everything in terms of beauty and makeup that I love, like faves that I've loved. Now I'm not sure where else to take Vlogmas. Usually the first day we do like a get ready with me while we do life updates. But it's late now and I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not sure if I want to. I obviously gotta give you guys an update on my Stardew Valley farm because we do this every Vlogmas. And this one I definitely want to try playing more. I'm gonna be serious about it this year. I'm gonna be serious about the uploading. I love looking back at videos and being like, oh my god, look, I did this. So the fact that I haven't really had any videos to look back on like that, I was honestly kind of sad because I feel like I don't live anymore. But that's not true because I do live. I just have to have that confidence to hold my phone in public and record, because I feel like that's what's really holding me back. And also I don't really go out too much like every day, at least not like the past Vlogmases, so I feel like that's also holding me back. But there's so many things that we can do, and honestly I feel like it's just about having fun and doing what we do. So even if it's me laying in bed doing nothing watching YouTube, we're gonna have fun and watch YouTube together. So yeah, I've also really loved looking at my YouTube channel more so as like a video diary rather than as it being like a video that I post publicly that people will eventually come across. I'm not gonna say that I don't care, because the truth is I will always care. Like, I have anxiety, social anxiety. I care what people think about me. But like more so like trying to keep it perfect and more aesthetic and more watchable. I think rather than like trying to fit into that criteria, I think I'm just gonna do whatever I want. I don't expect everybody to watch all of these entirely. This is more so just so that I can look back at them, because I love just looking at all of my old videos. So we're on it this year. We're literally on it this year, and I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the night trying to figure out what my new intro will be for this year. I kind of liked how I've been keeping it up with a theme of like having like the little cutout of my face, but I kind of want to try something new, something different. So we'll see. Tell me what you guys think about it. If you've made it all the way here and you watch my intro and you're just here in general, honestly, thank you, because that is so sweet to give me your time like that. Over the year, I have filmed a couple of things, so I'm gonna insert it for one of the days and I'll just use that and I'll just let you guys know what you're watching, because there are some things that I did film and I was like, you know what, I've never used that footage, so I'm gonna use it for Vlogmas, because I'm sure there's gonna be some days I'm not gonna vlog at all or like I've just been in bed with my boyfriend doing nothing. We're gonna have fun with it. We're just not really gonna care too much about it, because honestly we know that nobody's gonna watch it anyways. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video right here. Thank you once again for giving me your time and for watching. This is just so exciting. Okay, I'm not promising to every single day, a pinky out, I'm not promising to every single day, but I'm promising to actually partake in it because I really like it, and whether it's a couple videos, that's perfect. So yes, I pinky promise I will be participating in Vlogmas this year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.